Alright, so hello everybody and welcome back. Once again, it is I, Mephistopheles, aka Mephisto, aka Devil's Advocate, and we are back with more Crystal Chronicles. Now we're going to go through an event. Now, as far as these events are concerned, once I've seen one, if there are any more that repeat it, we'll just skip over them.
Have you heard of the Black...
Honestly, I don't have any, I don't want to waste your all's time. No, I haven't heard of the Black Knight Thorak.
Say he's on a journey to master the art of combat.
Oh, is he now? To master the art of combat?
Few these days ever set out to better themselves. You would do well
Okay.
to master something before your journey ends.
I mean, I want to try. A new diary entry. See, I think these are a little weird because they always have like little onion hairs on the top of their head. Anyway, but yeah, no, I hope you all are doing good this fine day. I woke up and I have mowed the grass. I have gotten breakfast. And so before work starts, I wanted to get a video in. Now, with any luck, this is going to be the first miasma stream. Again, this is another thing that I'll kind of skip through when I start encountering more of them and when I have to go through another one. You won't see more than one. But yeah, for the most part...
Oh, confound it. A miasma stream. I can't... We Mughals aren't fazed by miasma. But these places... But for you people, the danger of miasma is always on...
It still doesn't slow down.
Travel with...
Yes, it is always on my mind.
You didn't have to worry about fun.
Agreed, but it would also be pretty dull.
Streams can be a bother.
Well, that's not entirely true. At least it might not make you stronger in a good way. But yeah, these are basically just places that, ways to keep you from going to places you're not ready for, basically. That would be the best way that I can describe it in an MMORPG style. Those things keep you from going places that you really shouldn't be. If I didn't have the right element on my little crystal chalice there, I would have hit that stream and then would have been kicked back. No, I don't want to check the dive when we get back. Now, I'm going to try and do, at the very least, one dungeon per video. I'm going to try and see if I can't kind of speed run the dungeon and get at least 2 per video. If not, then of course I'll only see one. You'll only see 1 dungeon per video. I'm going to cut out if I go to the town that you see there. I'm going to cut that out. Now, there are little narrations that precede every new level. I'm not a big fan of all of them, so I tend to cut them out. Stop it, you weird caterpillar. Now, here's the thing. If any of you all have played Final Fantasy IX prior to either watching me play this or playing this yourself, you'll notice that a lot of the enemy designs are the same. I'm pretty sure that's just a coincidence because that's the Final Fantasy, like the mainstream Final Fantasy that was out at the time this one came out. Wow, wow, wow. How dare you? Stop spitting at me. It's like mucus. It's green even. I said stop it! Stop it! Ah! Nope. The problem with this game is that the enemies on this game is that a lot of them can stun lock you. So if you're not careful, like this guy for instance, that little head tail whip thing he does will gives you a bit of knockback, and so you'll be in the middle of doing a combo, then you get hit, and your character just goes and falls back a few. No, although that is a good thing that we'll be seeing later, I don't need that right now. I need that. And the reason I need that is for this guy. So this is an Ahriman. Any flying enemies in this game will actually only take half damage from your attacks while they're in the air, which is why I brought him down to Earth. That and because his ego is a little too big. It's entirely fine to laugh, folks. You can laugh, and I'll show you on the next Ahriman, though, what I mean. Uh-oh, there's 2 of these guys, and they're not nice. Can you just go down? Please, thank you. Oh, no, thank you. There we go. Now, the hitboxes, I won't deny, are a little bit better in this game, but they're still not amazing. Every now and then, just like in the first one, you will see, or you can and or will get hit by an attack that just absolutely should not have hit you. And sometimes you'll miss attacks, or get missed by attacks that probably should have hit you. Like that one just now, where that guy spat at me. I think, like, the hitboxes, they did do a decent job, because when I'm jumping, my hitbox or my my hitbox is entirely different than when I'm standing on the ground. Like, they actually have that distinction. Now watch and learn. See, that took a lot more than the 3 hits when I used gravity on him. Though the reality of the situation is that me using gravity on him, as is Final Fantasy lore, gravity automatically halves the opponent's health, though it can never kill on its own. So, gravity is a fun spell, and useful in certain situations, but not always useful. It is situationally useful. Hedgehog pie, go down. Go down. Hey, stop running from me. I said go down, you will go down. And you will give me a crystal ball so I can go to the nearest gypsy and have my fortune told. Or the nearest witch and have her cast a weird spell thing. Why did that? I actually wonder that. Why was it, or why is it that crystal balls are considered like a... I guess, I'm not really sure, I guess pagan thing? I don't think really pagan, realistically, but... Alright, and we got some bronze gloves. I'm going to sell that. So, again, like I said, you know, every race has their own special piece of armor, and you can't use the armor from any other race. So if you get a helmet, or a, well, I think they're called salets, but if you get a helmet, a belt or gloves, or a shield, and you're not of the race that uses it, you might as well sell the thing. Because you are never going to use it, you're never going to even make it. I don't even think it will let you make it, unless you have someone in your party. See, belt. Bronze belt. For the Selkies. The only reason I'm killing all the enemies is so that I can get the maximum amount of bonus. And watch my bonus be something stupid and annoying, like don't hit enemies or don't take damage, I think it is. Oh, no, it's even worse. Defeat enemies with focus attacks. Yeah, I'm not going to waste my time doing that. Or your all's time. I value your all's time way too much for something like that. And walking through the mushrooms. Why do I have a fanny pack? I just realized that. I have a fanny pack. Oh, look at the little Malboro. With his bad breath. Yeah, they're mean things. I don't like them. They're normal Final Fantasy enemies in other games, though. Mushroom! Power! Like, I never understood that. Is it actually gaining power from the mushrooms? I mean, it must be, because then it does this, and turns John my guy's like, no, run away! I don't want to deal with this! I, to this day, have not been able to figure out what that attack is. I just go with the assumption that it is, like, insta-kill, like, death, or whatever. Because I have not been able to figure it out. Now I gotta bash this guy's brains in, and... So that's Bad Breath. If you are not a Final Fantasy veteran, Bad Breath does basically every status effect under the sun. In this one, I think it only does poison. There's not like, there's not a confusion or a berserk in this one, because you yourself are controlling the character. Oh, but that's an annoying one. So that was Sloga, the ultimate version of slow. And that is the only reason that this guy, ow, ever gets on my nerves. Nope. Now you'll also notice that I have a Phoenix down in my first slot. That's strictly because in this game, if you die and you have no one to resurrect you, they made it so that the Phoenix down will auto-activate, basically like a fairy in Zelda. Which I guess makes sense. I mean, I never really thought about it. I don't know where in the world people keep getting these Phoenix downs. Like, you never get to see a Phoenix. I'm not sure if it's some kind of like alchemical creation or some magical creation that someone somewhere makes, but yeah, gone, they're distributed widely. And I take that back, there's, I guess, a summon called Phoenix in a lot of the games. Depending on if you have the right item, it'll just randomly appear. But it's never in this game. The closest you get to that, ow, is a dragon, zombie dragon. Just go down already. I don't have time to mess with you. Look, if I'd had... Ow! Lord, I think I got hit by 2 of those. Thank goodness for... There we go. Yay! Da 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 da. Alright, then we're going to skip through getting the myrrh, because we've already seen that before. It's basically the same thing no matter what level you're on. Male Moogle!
Here you go, Capo.
I mean, you could hurry it up a little bit. I love you, but seriously. From Madre... Good to be out on the road. We miss you very much. If there's anything you need out there, don't hesitate to ask for anything you need, alright? I need more love. I miss my family. I ain't got no love no more. So they will actually raise these when you send it to them. There are actually a lot of things you can do in this game, which is kind of cool. No, I don't want to read the letter again.
I've got your reply, Capo.
Okay, cool. Thank you for having my reply, Kupo.
Capo.
And so long, Kupo! Goodbye! I love the male Moogle, I really do. Those are my favorite parts. I'm going to get a crap score here. Yeah, see, look at that. Oh. Oh, it's painful. So because the less score you get, the less items you get. Now I'm going to go with the Earth Pendant, so that way I can get more health. Because later on, man, some of those dungeons will really beat me down. I don't think we're gonna... Okay, you know, we're not gonna have enough time to hit up the Iron Mine Downs and still be at a good time. I'm just gonna go into Mars Pass. We'll get the event, or not event, but we'll get the memory recording for this one. Then after that, I think we're going to have to unfortunately call it here. If I get another event when I'm heading to the Iron Mine Down, or the Mines of Catharegis, as they're called, then I'll go ahead and show that off, but I don't know if I'm going to. Now, Mars Pass is weird, because there are 2 blacksmiths. There's Lilty, who will only make weapons, so I'm going to go ahead and, okay. Okay. Fine, thank you. The Lilty, who will only make weapons, and then there's Clavat way over here, who will only make armor. Yeah, I do, and then finally... What? Oh. Oh. Oh, cool, I didn't notice that. On the last one, they didn't show you the... it didn't show you the little emblem for the clan. Yeah, but see... The others are for Ukes, Lilties, and Selkies. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to run over here. And then I'll try to run over here. And Jimmy on. Jimmy on. I'm going to sell these crystal balls because I don't use them. Like, I literally never use crystal balls for anything. I've never needed them for anything I've made on here that I know of. For my Clavat. Like, maybe if I made something else, sure, but from a Clavat, Yeah, and I already have the iron armor. Or the iron armor? I already have the bronze armor, so that's not going to be helpful. Yay! I've been hearing of a lone traveler. What kind of person travels by himself? A lot of people. Maybe someone who doesn't like to listen to other people.
Howdy.
One customer said that people have grown chronically forgetful of late. I knew we were due for another epidemic. Yeah, they treat forgetfulness, amnesia as like a disease, effectively. I wish I could get my hands on some lovely ladies. Careful there, Cecil. You are an old man. You are the Master Roshi for sure. I never noticed that they actually have a little ladder. The only thing I don't like about this is that they still left the camera angle is still stuck to like this kind of view. And here's where the Moogle is, living on the side of the hill, overlooking. I'm going to get? Well, it's a river because we see that as we first come in, don't we? Genius. Well, I'm gonna get my stamp. Oh, well, I didn't know there were 2 of you. Huh. Please do. Stamp your card. Boing. Ah. Lynn Dot. Wait, what? Kubo, you can't mimic in towns or at docks. You'll change back to your usual self when you enter one. Yeah, I got it. Okay, that's interesting. So it used to be a racing game that you could get on your Game Boy Advance because, you know, that was what they had at the time. That's what you used when you did multiplayer on this game because it was only local. On this one, I guess they must have changed that to be this mimic system where you get crystals from them. Yeah, I know, I'm approaching the exit to world map. Now, the one thing I do like about Mars Pass, which is this place situated in the center, is that you don't have to... Well, you don't have to go through it every time. You can just press a button to go a certain way. Very cool. Alright, so that is all the time that we got for this one. On the next episode, we will tackle the Mine of Cathragus. I've never been able to really pronounce that name very well. I don't like the names on here. They're always super confusing. But if you liked this episode, please do not hesitate to hit the like button. If you're really enjoying it, hit subscribe so that way you can know, and then of course ring that bell so that way you can stay up to date on everything that I'm going to be doing in the future. And if you are still currently subscribed and you haven't hit that bell, try hitting that bell. Try just giving it a little ring-a-ding. We'll see what happens. But otherwise, guys, thank you for joining me. I hope you are having a great time. I'm having a wonderful time myself playing my old childhood game, and I hope you have a great rest of your day there. Later.